Hello, friends. My name is Johan Elof, and I'm the founder of a small but growing work called Roof-a-Ruffsleeper, a non-profit company with a heart for people sleeping outside, jobless, and often forgotten. I like to share my story with you, not because I have the answers, but because I believe you and I, we are part of the answer. And sometimes God works through very small beginnings. I started Roof-a-Ruffsleeper in 2024, September the 9th of 11, with the dream of giving people sleeping on the streets a small, strong, waterproof, and windproof shelter. Something to give them dignity and a good night's rest. And I call them Ruffpods. But will be honest, the production has been slow. People haven't rushed in to support it. There's no big campaign, no big donors. The buy-in is still coming. So I asked God what to do while I wait. And he answered, as he often does. And he showed me those same people on the street corners around me in my neighborhood every morning, sometimes the whole day, men and women standing there waiting to be picked up for a peace job. Some have tools in their hands, some just have hope, but all of them have a story. So I started to walk and talk to them. And one by one, I gave them what I had. Thanks to Agrium Lowveld, I've got bags of nutrition instant food called Genesis, just to add water. And I show them to shake it and make a hole in the bag, the one side, and then they drink it. And as I gave out meals, something beautiful happened. People opened up. They told me their names and where they were from and what they are doing, what skills they've got. And then I might meet painters and bricklayers and builders and gardeners and uh, people doing palisades, and paving and tiling, and carpenters, and a lot of ladies doing household of housekeeping, and then some of them are doing sewing and uh, can take care of elderly people or take care of children, and others can do ironing and washing of clothes. Yeah, a lot of skills standing there, just needing a chance. So I started collecting the information, the names, surnames, phone numbers, skills, and some of them were willing to give me even a photo. So I created a photo database uh, and a database for my phone with the phone numbers, and added the details to my web page. Uh, and then from there on my web page, made different. I called it the Street Skills Hub, and then there's different areas. At this moment, there's Foursquare Corner and Bontebok Joint and the Spar, the Skem Engine Strip and the Jeugland Point. But I plan to expand as I go to different corners where the people are sitting. I know there's a lot of people sitting at Bishop's Court, for instance. So the idea is to put them onto my web page. And from my web page, I already started to put them or advertise for them onto the local Facebook groups. So I'm not a job agency. It's not perfect, but it's a small window of hope. Sitting there, the same people just see them, the same 100, the same 10. But putting them onto the internet, the Facebook groups, there's hundreds and thousands of people that can see them and make an appointment with them. So, uh, in this process of doing this, I'm starting to build real relationships. It's just not contacts, but it's becoming connections. I believe, the most powerful gift we can give someone is to be known, not just seen in passing, but known by name. As these relationships grow, I have a deeper desire. I want to share the good news, the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ with them, also in words, not just in food and building relationships. I don't just want them to survive. I want to walk with them into a new life. But I know it starts with listening, trust, and time. I believe Jesus sees every person under the bridge, on the corner, sleeping outside, and he is still asking them, what do you want me to do for you? So I'm learning to listen and to see how and where I or we can help. Another dream of mine is maybe in future vegetable gardens. Along with the food, Agrichem Lowveld also gave me seed packs. And I see in my mind gardens more than food. They are a place to learn, to grow, and to work together. And I want to train people to plant and harvest and then sell the produce. Some of these jobless people I met are skilled with soil. Others are just willing to learn. Imagine a piece of empty land turning into a garden, group of men and women working together, smiles, food, and purpose. That's where I believe God is taking us. But I realize there's also a big need for knowledge. And my prayer is for opportunities to train people. Um, just this morning, I talked to two people. They've got CVs, and but they don't even know how to put themselves out onto the internet trying to find a job. So one of the next steps would then be only to help them, to train them to compile their CV in a good way, get it onto their phone, how to register on a platform. And for that, they need data. They call it data. So the idea, I've got data on my phone and I can jump or help them to open up my and I can link them up to my phone and then help them with the skill just to get themselves onto a website to advertise themselves for a job. But this is not all. I'm a facilitator trainer by nature. This is what I do. I trained a lot of people last year throughout my years as a pastor and as the manager of Abu training. I trained a lot of people. So for those of them who wants to get further in their life, um, I dream of training them. But therefore, we need internet. We need to have them uh, full-time uh, PowerPoints of power where they can have electricity to charge their phones. So, so the idea is to skill them up, train them, get them on internet, on platforms, Coursera or Udemy, some of them to upskill them so that they can have a better skill to market themselves. But you would like to ask me, what about the Ruffpods? Yes, I'm still building them when I can. Some people buy them and then I build them and then I courier or Uber them to these people and then they will hand them out to the people they know sleeping on the street. But in this whole process, I learned a lot. And I learned that God is more interested in people than products. So while I'm waiting for buy-in, I stay close to God and I stay close to people. Because when times comes, those rough pots I want to roll out to the people I know, people whose names are in my phone, people whose stories matter. So, what can you do? To answer the question, so, what you can do. If you are listening, and you maybe need a job, maybe you're sitting on the corner, uh, please get in contact with me. If you are someone with a job offer, visit my website and do not message me. Phone them directly or send them a SMS. Most of them don't even have a little data for WhatsApp. So try to find them on an SMS. Try to phone them and connect yourself to one of them. If you have time, skills, seeds, food, there is also place for you in this mission. And above all, if you can pray, please pray for wisdom, provision, and God's Spirit to lead uh, me day by day and to lead me also in conversations with every person. And my website, I will give it and put it onto the link. You can also find me on WhatsApp. I will also put that information there and you can connect with me. Maybe you can even join in and come and help me. Or maybe you can start it up in your own area. We need people. We need people to love people and to reach out to the people on the street, to give them hope. Friends, this isn't a big project with offices or even funding. It's a street level ministry. At this moment, I'm one man walking by faith with what God provides. But if we do the small things faithfully, I believe God will give growth. There are thousands of people sleeping outside, millions in our country without jobs. And we can say, yes, this is the problem of government, or what the church is doing, or what is the social uh, workers doing. Please, we are the answer. You and me, we individuals with the calling, we are the answer to a few. We may help them, we may help some, we can help one, but we will start with one name, one skill, one shared piece of food, one act of love. Let's see what God does with that. Thank you for listening. May God bless you in this day.